What's up, YouTube? My name is Richard Skillitzer, and today we're going to be talking about how to manifest big money. Now, I just did another video about the law of assumption and big money, and this is just another video to touch on it a little bit. I'm going to give you a few more affirmations, and I'm going to add a couple other techniques you can do to manifest big money. So let's get into it right now. So the first thing you need to do is you got to determine if you want big money to come to you. You can either use it in a general way. For an example, big money, it's on its way to me. I have all the big money that I've ever wanted now. Large sums of money comes to me easily and effortlessly. Money comes to me out of the blue. Now, those are general affirmations about big money coming into your life. So you got to check yourself, because usually when doing those types of affirmations, it's more general, so it's easier for you to believe in it, so it's easier for you to manifest it, usually. Or you can use a specific amount, like $10,000 comes to me easily and effortlessly, and I have this big money now. $10,000 is on its way to me. And then that's another way you can do it, because you're getting specific on the dollar amount. You're saying, I want X amount of dollars to come to me, this big amount of money to come to me. So in your intention, it's very good for you to think about it. Do you want this money to come through work? Because some people think you have to work for the money. Other people will think it will just come out of nowhere. But sometimes you got to know what your intention is by going into the affirmation or visualization. Because let's say you have a business, and then that $10,000 can come out of that business. Or let's say you don't have a business. Say you're an employee. That money would have to come out of somewhere, come from somewhere else, other than, because your job wouldn't pay you $10,000 most likely, and just not out of the blue, and all of a sudden, oh, I got $10,000 from this job, and you're only making what, 17, 18, maybe $30 an hour. How can you get $10,000? So it just depends on what the intention is going into using the affirmation or using the visualization. So what you want to do is you want to pick between one of those two things, either the specific dollar amount with that affirmation, or using the general affirmations, the ones that I described. So what I'm going to add to this video, I'm going to link up the other video I had about the law of assumption. It'll be somewhere up there, about big money. I'm going to link it right now. You'll see it somewhere up on the YouTube screen. But anyways, so what you want to do is you want to do one of those two affirmations, and you want to use maybe a clearing technique. Now, I have another video that I'm going to link up in a minute. I'm going to talk about the clearing technique. So there's a clearing technique that you can do when negative doubt or negative emotion comes into your life on any subject, but we're talking about money here. So let's say that you're doing these affirmations about money, the big money coming into your life, or that certain dollar amount of money coming into your life, and all of a sudden you get this doubt, a bill comes due, you have some fearful thought about money, so you have a reaction to money in some form, in some way. So when that happens, let's say you feel whatever that is, that problem, okay, you feel in the body, oh, I have this negative emotion about money. What you do is you take your hand to your body's energy field, and you find where that resistance is. And when you find where that resistance is, say, I'm starting to let this go, I'm starting to let this go, I'm starting to let this go, and then it will release, it'll release. So that negative emotion that you felt will release off the body. And then what you'll notice, it'll raise your vibration up, and then that problem that you had with the negative emotion will be gone. It'll dissipate. So if you do this correctly and you release it so many times, and you say you still have the problem, I'm starting to let this go, I'm starting to let this go, and then it will release. And in the body, you will know when you have relieved it, because when you look at the problem, there won't be no emotional charge to it. So I'm going to click the video. I'm going to click the link to the video right up. Well, right up here somewhere. You're going to see the link to that video, and in that video it's going to go dive deep into the releasing process that I just explained to you. So alright guys, so those are the two ways that you can do to manifest money. You can use the general affirmation, a specific affirmation, use the clearing technique, okay, and what that'll do for you is going to get you going. It's going to get you going in your mind to clear out all the negativity, so that you can manifest that big money quickly and easily. Okay, so I'm going to leave it with that. I'm going to leave it with that today, with those two techniques to do, which is the affirmation technique, one of the two affirmation techniques that I talked about, the clearing technique, and go ahead and give it a try, guys. All right, take care. Until next time, goodbye.